Just a few minutes after this break on Bassmaster Live.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I may not get a vlog today. It's the classic. You gotta watch the classic. Alright, let's go check out a few lakes, see how the ice is doing, and then I want to talk to you guys about brake adjustments in your Baitcaster reels. Let's go. Well, it looks like Canal Lake might be a little bit easier to fish for pike coming up than Dalrymple is. All that behind me, all this stuff, that's supposed to be underwater. Look at this, this is cool.
Check this out. I mean, the whole shore is like just littered with them. These are all like little shallows, like, check it out. Like snail shells, like hundreds of them. Hundreds of them. They just scatter the whole entire floor. I remember watching a video, wish I could remember what it was. I don't say it was Skeet Reese, but probably wrong. He said, you know, this is a perfect time of year when the water's low like this to come out, take a look around at your lakes and kind of see, you know, what's here, right? Like, so I mean, this part right here is all like, just, I guess you call it riprap. It's just gravel, like not even, it's bigger than gravel, it's big chunk rock. I am glad I stopped there. Last time I was here, there was like nothing. It was all still ice, so I'm glad that I stopped. It'd be nice to come here and do some pike fishing. I didn't get here last year until kind of later in the season, so be curious to see how the spring pike is early. Just pulling into Lake Dalrymple here, check out the ice, and this guy, I'm just watching this little mink. This older guy was in here with his truck, and I saw him dropping something off here. Let me turn the camera on. I saw him dropping, you know, this thing here and something else that like ran off in this direction. So I walked down here and I just say, you know, hey, how you doing? And I saw the thing that I ran off, you know, before, when we were here before, we saw that muskrat. At least I thought it was a muskrat. I said, oh, you catching muskrats? He's like, no, it's a bleeping mink. Killed my chickens. Like, check this out. So, like, that's the chicken that he dropped off that this mink has just totaled. Hopefully, I tried to get some video of the mink. You know, I don't really want to get too close. I don't know how ferocious those are, if at all. But, yeah, he's just been running back and forth kind of on the ice here. So I'm going down a hole, so come check out the ice. Alright, so Dalrymple ice report. It is definitely melting. You can see here, this is where that mink or muskrat ran last time we were here. So the ice has come back, you know, from like out here all the way in. So we're doing good, slowly melting. I would like to see it melt a little bit more out that way, because that is the shallow area that I'd like to go do pike fishing in. Well, short little trip later, and we're down at the Narrows, and it's really, really melted. Yeah, there is an absolute ton of open water in here, which kind of makes me want to get the boat out, but there's also a ton of current, so I don't know how safe it would be. That's some dedication right there. It is too windy, too cold for me going in. I can't even film out here to show you what I want you to see. Alright, so we're back home. It is way too chilly, like I said, to record anything out there, but this is what I want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you about the braking systems inside your Baitcaster reels And in particular, we're going to talk about the Ardent Apex Grand. So let's get this off here because this rod's too long for me to work on. All right, so for the Ardent Apex Grand in particular, you're going to take off the side here that has your magnetic brakes on it. And to do that, you have this little knob right here, and you're just going to use your thumb. I put it on there way too tight. Roll it forward. It's spring loaded, so it's not going to fly out and you're not going to lose it. So after you have it undone there, the side just drops down, and then you just wiggle it off. Hold the spool with one hand or one finger because it will pop out with it. Okay, so once we have the sides off, you have these. These are your magnetic brakes right here on this particular type of baitcaster. And on this side is the knob that you can adjust min and max. And all it's going to do, so let's see if I hold this steady. If you turn this, you can see that those brakes go in. And that is on the minimum setting. So they're furthest away from the piece of metal that they're supposed to be touching. And then as you turn it, they go out further, and these magnets touch the inside of this spool here, which is metal. But so inside you have your magnetic brakes and you know, and the metal piece that these brakes here, and I always say it wrong, centrifugal? Yeah, whatever, I don't know. The internal brakes here. Anyway, yeah, they're supposed to rub up against the metal piece that's in here, but these are the brakes right here. These little plastic tabs, these white ones. And to turn them on, because right now they're all off, they're all pushed in. So to turn them on, just reach in and pop them out. That one there is on. So my assumption here on this particular Ardent one is on the inside here you have this glossy gold interior. And so my assumption is when I've taken these two out, so I've taken this one, you can see it's pulled up, and this one is pulled up, and then these ones here are clicked down. And what will probably happen is, because they're really loose, like they don't just click up, they're really loose. So you pull them up and they hit a particular area, and then you got to kind of keep them down a little bit. Don't put them all the way at a 90 degree. Have them sitting at like a 45 degree, because if you have them at a 90 degree, you can't get the side back on. But with them at a 45 degree, you can just slide that side back on, flick it back up, and then take this little knob here and push it in and turn it towards you. And I always seem to have a problem doing this. All right, and there you go. So now we have two of the centrifugal brakes on, and then we have max on the magnetic brakes. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because my buddy Ed teases me all the time that I get backlashes on these things. So hopefully that makes him happy this season. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe down below, and leave me a comment about what... let's come up with an idea here. How about this? Do you like baitcasters or spinning rods? Which one's your favorite? Mine, personally, spinning rod. Baitcasters, obviously you got to use it if you're going to be, you know, tossing moving baits, heavier moving baits and stuff like that. But for the majority of my work, I really enjoy a a spinning rod. You know, I like the finesse presentation. But I want to know what you guys have. What's your favorite? Anyway, talk to you guys later. See ya.